Hi everyone. Today we're going to take a look at transcripts. I've learned that many students, especially underclassmen, don't look at their transcript. They don't even know what their transcript looks like or how to find it. Every school district is a little different on how you can find and get your hands on your transcript. So I'm not going to go into those details, but I am going to show you a generic transcript from a sophomore and from a junior so you can get an idea of what they look like, and then you can look at your own and be able to understand what yours says. Just a minute while I share my screen. Okay, this is a sophomore transcript. This transcript has been cut, as you can see, to get rid of any identifying markers on it to identify any student. Makes this a completely anonymous transcript, just a general generic piece of paper. The things that are on the top that are missing are name, address, counselor, school district, school name, birth date, things like that. So I cut that off, and at the bottom, the things that are missing are the attendance rates, the schools that were attended, and how well they attended. Okay, the other things that are on here that are blacked out are the actual names of each school for each individual term that a student took classes. So I blacked those out again just to make sure that this was completely anonymous. You can see here that this school is a school that has on trimesters. The reason I can tell that is because here in the middle where it says term, it says T1, term T2, and term T3. If you were on a semester school, it would say term S1 and term S2. I also can identify that this is a sophomore's transcript because in the first three chunks of boxes, it says grade 9. And in the next chunk of boxes on both columns here, it says grade 10. Okay. If you were to take anything in the summer under term, it would usually say term summer or SUM. Anyway, at this school, they have weighted and cumulative GPAs. That means that this school offers AP classes. If you look down here at the bottom where the weighted and cumulative GPA are, you can see that they are the same. That's because this student has not taken any AP classes yet. If they took an AP class, the weighted GPA would be different than the cumulative GPA. The other thing I want to bring to your attention is over here where it says the graduation requirements, the credit summary. This is going to be different from private school to public school and from school district to school district or state to state. So take a peek at yours, and you may need to do a little bit more research into your specific transcript if things aren't spelled out and they're using a lot of symbols or abbreviations. Here, it tells you the subject area, the amount of credits required, the amount of credits completed, the WIP, which is work in progress, and how much credit is still needed to take. Over here, if you look in each individual trimester for a student, you can see it labels the subject area for which the class was. For example, this FA is art, so FA means fine arts. That's the subject area. The grade and how much credit was given. Anything with a P means pass. Anything with an NG, no grade, would be a fail, or anything with an F would be a fail. And you can see down here that these don't have any subject areas or any grades or credit. That's because this is the work in progress. So these will be changed to grades and credit at the end of this school year. Okay, I'm going to flip to a junior. Okay. This is a junior transcript. And you can notice I had to cut out and put on the graduation requirements and the credit summary, kind of had to sneak it in here. That's because as you become a junior and then a senior, there's so much classes that you've completed that your transcript typically will be on 2 pages. So I cut it and attached it here to make it easier to look at all at once. But if you are a junior or a senior, your transcript could potentially be on 2 pages. The same thing holds true on here, that I've cut off anything that resembles anything about a student so that this becomes an anonymous, kind of like a dummy transcript. If you look down here at the bottom, where it says GPA, you can see there is a difference in these GPAs, the weighted GPA compared to the cumulative GPA. That's because this student has taken a AP class, and you can see that the weighted GPA is higher than the cumulative GPA. And let's see if we can find that class. Oh, here it is, down here in 11th grade, term 1. You can tell that this is the AP class because it's got a little W by it. That W means weighted. And you can see then over here in the middle, this student took AP US Government and Politics. And then you can see the other half of it up in column 3 for trimester 2. You can see the grade given there. Okay? And if you remember that an AP class is graded on a 5-point scale instead of a 4-point scale. So you will get more higher GPA depending on the grade that you got. And everything else is the same. We've got terms 1, 2, and 3. We've got over here our graduation requirements. Here you can see that there is more under the completed section and less in the needed section because this is a junior. Okay, that's it for today. I'm going to unshare my screen. Okay, I'll get into a little bit more of the nuts and bolts of a transcript and really start looking at those needed and work in progress and what the subject areas relate to in the transcripts on my next video. Thanks. Have a great day and share and like, please.